What's up, guys? Just got done here in Valencia at the 14th biennial, anyway, once every 2 years, Oleochemicals conference. I taught a one-day course at the beginning of the conference and gave a paper. Anyway, here are some key takeaways. A lot of discussion on EUDR, that's Europe's dumbest regulation, and it was highlighted that the delay for 1 year until October 2026 is not a done deal. In fact, the consensus was that it's about a 70% probability that that will happen, but the final decision has yet to be ratified, I guess, by the European Parliament. There's some confidence that when the EUDR is finally implemented, that Annex 1 will be modified to close that loophole which currently allows alcohol, ethoxylates and esters and other compounds into the EU without EUDR compliance, while still restricting, ensuring compliance for other palm oil derivatives. So it's expected that that loophole will be closed. A couple of interesting facts. There are currently apparently 7 million palm plantation smallholders operating in Indonesia and Malaysia, and there's around 4 million ton per year imports of palm products into the EU. All right, there's a very big feedstock squeeze going on in the industry. Prices of lauric oils, coconut in particular, are, as many of you know, going through the roof. And there's a lot of concern in the near to medium term regarding the availability of palm kernel oil to feed the PKO-based alcohol capacity. So within the next 2 years, there's slated to be about a 1.2 million ton increase in PKO-based fatty alcohol manufacturing capacity in Southeast Asia. And so that's going to fill all that capacity is going to put an enormous strain on the current supply of PKO, because palm plantations are struggling to produce more product because of aging trees and the difficulties of certainly the smaller palm plantation companies to reinvest in planting new trees. And so this PKO availability problem is something we're going to dig into in a lot of detail at our upcoming conference in Kuala Lumpur in November, the surfactant conference in KL, November the 13th and 14th. We'll spend some time going into the origins of this PKO shortfall problem and potential solutions to address it. So I encourage you to attend that conference. A lot of concern also about biodiesel and renewable diesel sucking the air out of the room in terms of feedstocks, and that includes tallow, palm, soybean, rapeseed oil, sunflower seed oil, the whole gamut, including used cooking oil. And things like the European Renewable Energy Directive are really pushing the sustained, increased and sustained production and consumption of things like sustainable air fuel, SAF, and they're looking to increase usage of that from 2.5% today up to 70% by 2050, and that's thought to be very, very difficult to achieve in view of just, again, this enormous demand for vegetable oil feedstocks right across the board for these renewable fuels. There was a fair bit of speculation around the conference about whether or when petrochemical companies would increase production capacity for detergent range alcohols in view of their superior cost competitiveness today and the feedstock challenges that we just talked about. No clear consensus on that one, but certainly something to keep a close eye on. I would say, wrapping up, that there was a lot of calls for clarity. Clarity on the US side regarding tariffs, clarity on the EU side regarding regulation, EUDR in particular. Also a call for figuring out ways to enhance the valorization of waste products and co-products and byproducts in our industry. I think there's opportunities there to upgrade the overall value of processing operations. And again, I'll close by saying, please come and join us in Kuala Lumpur, November the 13th and 14th, when we'll get into all of this from a very specific surfactant viewpoint. Mix and mingle in the heart of surfactant land there. Look forward to seeing you. Thanks again for your attention.